So what happens when everyone's favorite glass pad manufacturers rebrands and starts releasing cloth mouse pads? Well, you get really solid options for around the $50 price point. Today we're going to be going over the SY-001, the MO-001, and the new to release Faith Yume SP04. So let's get started. Yo, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over all the new Wallhack pads. This does include their cloth pads and their new Faith Yume. The Faith Yume is just a SkyPad 4.0 with the new art on it and a new silicone base. So we'll be going over that alongside the SY-001 and the MO-001, both fantastic options for cloth. So let's get started. So first we're going to start here with the SY-001. The SY-001 is very similar to the Saturn Pro. The weave looks almost one-to-one except they're using a different material and different thread size. So they don't play identical. The SY is short for synthetic weave. So as you see here with these weave pictures, you're able to see that it looks a lot more plasticky, similar to something like the Cold Clutch desk mat. It's very similar to that, but with a weave pattern reminiscent of the Saturn Pro. With this mouse pad, you do have friction buildup over time. So in games like Rithia, Osu, or any fast-paced tracking game with quick movement, you can really build up the static friction to slow the mousepad down a lot more than its standard speed. It does have a kind of low static friction and a high dynamic friction, but like I said, with that static friction, you can kind of build it up by using the mousepad over time. In games like Rithia, like I stated, I do feel that friction buildup and it makes it kind of hard to do micro adjustments with really quick moving targets. But with games like Overwatch, I do like that static buildup because it helps me able to track targets a lot better. When you're building up that friction over time, you're building up a lot of that control. The dynamic control of this mouse pad is reminiscent of other cloth pads in its genre, I guess, similar to stuff like the Artisan Zero, the Saturn Pro, the Odin Gaming Andromeda Pro, just stuff like that. It is very reminiscent of those mouse pads. The only difference is that this is coming from a glass pad manufacturer and is not something you see every day from a company like Wallhack, who's been doing glass pads for around 7 years. Both the Mo and the Psy come with Poron bases. These are stamped with the Wallhack logo and they do look really nice, but you're not looking at the bottom of the mouse pad. The Poron is authentic Rogers Poron, so this is using very similar technology to both Artisan and the Saturn Pro. It sticks relatively well in use, but when you're moving the pad around, you're actually able to get a lot of movement, so you can easily adjust it. But while you're playing the game, you're not getting any movements in that side to side. The pad won't move while you're playing. Next, we're gonna go on to the MO-001. This is reminiscent of other pads that I've tried as well, similar to the Venus Pro, the Heian/O2 when it comes to the surface texture. It does use a much softer Poron base in the Venus Pro, so it's pretty much double the speed of the Venus Pro with Pulsar stock skates. So you're getting a lot of that really low dynamic friction and low static friction. And unlike the Psy, the Mo doesn't have that friction buildup over time. So more people have enjoyed the Mo for multiple games, including Valorant, Call of Duty, Apex, Overwatch. Just most games, the Mo has been like the top mouse pad, the one everyone enjoys using, compared to the Psy, where it's more, if you like that static buildup, that will be the perfect pad for you. It features all the same quality features like surface level stitching, authentic Japanese Poron with a stamped base. It does have the same adjustability where it moves easily, but it sticks to the desk when you're playing your game and it doesn't move as easily. And it's really just a quicker Psy with a different surface weave. I'll put the weave picture here on the screen so you're able to see it. Out of the two pads, I did enjoy the Psy the most. It was more comforting for me coming from the Type 99 or the Saturn or the Zero, where I really like that really high dynamic friction. And with the static buildup over time, it did end up being a lot better for me when it comes to playing games long-term like Valorant or Rithia, which is my two main games that I play. The Mo is a really solid option if you're looking for something that's in the more speedy but balanced genre of pads. So not as fast as a Heian, not as slow as a Zero, but it's somewhere in the middle, kind of like in the middle of those two mouse pads. And if you're not sure where those mouse pads stand, I do have a guide to all Artisan pads. I'll put that link in the description below, alongside the links to buy these mouse pads. Finally, we're on to the mouse pad that I won't spend too much time on. This is the Faith Yume. The Faith Yume is just a SkyPad 4.0 with the Yume character art on it. The art is reminiscent of the Frenzy Sora that just recently came out. It's really nice and very stylized. It has a very nice, unique look to it, and I personally really enjoy the way the pad looks. The pad does use a blue silicone base over the gray silicone base to the standard SP-004. This doesn't change anything in the pad. I just think it's a cool little like design feature of the mouse pad because it really matches and ties the whole pad together. And I will say this like I do on every single video, please, please, please do not spend $300, $400, $500, $600, even $200 on a limited edition sky pad. Don't support the scalpers and just let them rot in their terrible financial decisions, because they are the reason why Wallhack even has a bad name when it comes to purchasing these mouse pads. They're very hard to get, sell out in seconds. If you don't get the drop, just wait a few months, you'll see prices go down from the scalpers who weren't able to sell their mouse pad, and you'll easily be able to get one for around $150, $175 to $130, even under, depending on the value of these. I believe there's 4,000 units and there will be 2 drops. Don't quote me on that. I'll put the official Wallhack notice here so you're able to see the actual correct information for this mouse pad and its drop. This will be releasing on July 3rd, and you can use code Stubby to get 10% off the order. This isn't like a big shill moment. I'm not a big fan of glass mouse pads, but I do like to offer all of my viewers savings when it comes to getting these products. But thank you so much for watching this video. Like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I do have a couple more mousepad reviews to go over. Those will be coming in the next coming weeks alongside some keyboards and mice. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
You say you want it, oh baby girl, you say you want it. Baby, come get it, oh baby, yeah, you gotta get it. Hey baby girl, drop all these products. Look at everyone who's trying harder. I don't know if I should try harder, cause you're the only one I want.